with The Real Cinemas Blackpool and Ballincollig and online at therealpicture.com.
In a world where there's a million movie podcasts, here comes another one from themoviebit.com. This is the podcast.
Christ. Who taught you that technique? A friggin' cheese grater?
Anything gets more than 3 blocks out, you turn it back or you turn it to ash. So you listen to me and you listen well.
Hey everybody, how are you doing today? Welcome to the podcast from themoviebit.com in association with our sponsors, The Real Picture Cinemas, Blackpool and Ballincollig. Check them out online at therealpicture.com. Tom White is here as per usual, unfortunately.
Hello, everyone.
I'm here as well, unfortunately. Bad news for you.
If you're Warner Brothers.
No, it's not bad news for Warner. Sometimes, even when we put up last week's podcast, I'm like, because I know there's people in the studio who listen to it around the world, because some of them have emailed and commented over the years, and I'm like going, fucking hell, they're going to be hearing this slush. But yeah, we are going to be talking about the Justice League trailer. We are going to be reviewing Power Rangers. We're going to be talking about Spider-Man Homecoming. And plenty of other movie stuff between now and the end of the podcast, which could be 5 minutes, could be 25 minutes, could be 45 minutes. Either way, you're on a journey with us, people.
We're not known for consistency.
Just bear with us. Just bear with us, as Tom bears with himself each and every time he turns up to do this podcast. You can get in touch, by the way, at The Movie Bit on Twitter. Drop us a comment on Facebook. And, of course, you can email podcast at themoviebit.com. We like to start each and every show by, I'm not sure, like, what we have a loose, we have.
Are we bringing back the Friar this time?
The Friar? No, we're not bringing back the Friar. Okay. Long-time fans will know exactly what's going on.
The Friar's been put back in the pantry.
It's a long, old reference to a Robin Hood movie. No, it's not. I'm just scratching the disease off of my legs. Nothing to do with friars, by the way. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe I got, whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just
move on, please.
Shut the fuck up and let's get on with Tom's Trivia 3.
Tom's Trivia Tree.
Each week, Tom teaches us stuff about the movies. This is stuff that you probably didn't know. If you did know it, then you were a bigger nerd than all of us. Thank you for knowing it.
Yeah.
And thank you for not knowing it, because you're about to learn some cool stuff. It better be cool, Tom.
All right. Let's see. While shooting The Social Network, other schools had to stand in for Harvard because the college wouldn't allow filming on the campus since there was physical damage done to it during the shooting of Love Story way back in 1970.
Wow. What was
Harvard,
the damage?
I've no idea. I think it was to...
Cheese stains on the wall.
Grass was probably... Stuff happened. Harvard holds a grudge.
So it's Tom White, not care of the movie bit, when the Harvard solicitors were writing out that alleged comment, nothing to do with me, or the movie bit. We distance ourselves from Tom's libelous claims. Anyway,
come at me, Harvard.
Somebody somewhere's going, fucking yeah. Yeah, here we go.
Okay, let's move on to Wolf of Wall Street.
Tom now is regretting saying that. Going, fuck, somebody is going to come after me. All right, Wolf of Wall Street.
Just some varsity jackets and fucking limos.
Varsity jackets and limos?
Yeah, Harvard.
I love Tom's impression of the Harvard college community. Varsity jackets and limos. There's probably a fucking Netflix series in that.
Right.
My big sweet varsity jacket in a limo. I'd watch it.
Okay, we'll have to work on the name.
Okay. Varsity limos.
Varsity limos. There we go.
That's it.
All right. Can I talk about Wolf of Wall Street?
By all means.
All right. The cocaine snorted was actually crushed up B vitamins, and Jonah Hill claims he eventually became sick with bronchitis after inhaling so much and had to be hospitalized.
Hang on a second now. How much shit did he snort in that movie? I don't think he snorted that much. Was Leo in fucking hospital?
Maybe Leo's a
Can you
a much tougher man.
Hang on, you get bronchitis from snorting vitamin B?
I don't know the human body. But if
Just Jonah Hill?
if there's
if there's doctors listening,
please email us.
Look, you don't have to be a doctor. You could be a nurse, or you could be a surgeon, or you could just watch Grey's Anatomy. Is that true?
If there's non-soluble powder,
Here we go with the big fucking words.
going up your nose and into your.
How would that be bronchitis? How could that give you bronchitis? I'm googling bronchitis. Well, you're talking shit there, Tom.
Your nose is connected to your throat.
I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bronchitis is an inflammation of the lining of your bronchial tubes, which carry air to and from your lungs. People who have bronchitis often cough up thick and mucus, which can be discolored. Bronchitis may be either acute or chronic. Yeah, fucking no mention of vitamin B there, Tom. Oh, Tom's trivia 2 this week, I'd say. Or, well, no. Tom's trivia, Jonah Hill's full of shit. Or bronchitis.
I don't think he's saying... All right, let's move on. I didn't know that was the...
Some fucking publicist for The Wolf of Wall Street never thought through submitting that piece of trivia to the AMD. You never thought that one through.
And then finally, hopefully this won't be as controversial. Creed is...
Let me see, can I find a way, Tom?
Creed is the first film in the Rocky series not written by Sylvester Stallone.
See, that's probably somebody going, that's a fucking race thing anyway. Somebody somewhere, you know it. Somebody is, that's a fucking race thing anyway. No. But he was involved though, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
He was in it, and he was definitely a producer. Yes.
All right. Back to the bronchitis. Jonah. That's a lot of fucking vitamin B to snort, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Or they're like, Marty, we gotta do it one more time, Marty. We gotta do it one more time. Oh, you value him.
To bring in Joel Silver to show you how to do it properly.
yeah. He's wheeled in a fucking gurney.
All right.
Okay, all right.
Now Joel Silver's coming after us.
No, Tom, he's coming after you.
Hitching a lift in the limos.
There's all these fucking varsity jackets in the back of these fucking limousines. I have no idea who that does not.
No,
sound like Joel Silver.
that was more Joe Pesci.
Yeah. Brian Blessed would be great narrating a varsity jacket limousine movie thing, TV show, Netflix. Reed Hastings, are you listening? Anyway, right, let's move on. This week, Power Rangers is the biggie. This is a movie that's been about 400 years in the making. It's had decent trailers. It's had decent, honest to goodness hype about the movie. And it's trying to attract a new audience. It has a hardcore go-go Power Ranger fan base. It has comic book, TV show fans as well, who may go for a little bit of nostalgia, who may not necessarily be the hardcore fans, but they may remember their childhood growing up watching stock footage from old Japanese movies. To take Tom's joke from earlier on, it's a private one. Fuck you, Tom, I got it in there. So Tom went to see this, and it starts with jerking off a bull. But look, we leave that part out.
Yeah.
The rest of it, though, Tom, is the Power Rangers movie any good?
Okay.
We're going to have a jingle for every movie from here on in. That'll be the Power Rangers jingle.
Just the Power Rangers sped up, slowed down. Does it work? Is it good? Yes and no. Okay. The Power... Oh, God. Damn mics. Power Rangers, it's definitely a movie of two halves. You got a grittier, more grounded tone kind of starting off, like with the kids meeting each other. They're at odds. They kind of have to work together as a team, and that's pretty much the movie. I was saying to Vic earlier, much of this movie is them gelling as a team. There's a lot of training montages in here, a lot of teen angst. I'll get into that later. It's actually pretty well done. Any actual Power Rangering doesn't happen till the last 20 minutes. That's when they get their suits. That's when they get the Zords. That's when giant robots fight even gianter robots. And that part of the movie is so much damn fun. It feels like the old TV show. It's campy. It's fun. The kids are definitely having a laugh, but it's very at odds with what came before. What came before is a lot more grounded. It's a lot darker. Kind of they're kind of leaning heavily on the whole teen thing now. They've added more depth to the characters. Before, pretty much the kids in Power Rangers would find what color top they wore, but now there's kind of like each of the kids has their own problem to deal with, and kind of it's like what's his name there now, screenwriter John Gaddens. He's actually like he's put a lot into the script. The narrative may be your by the numbers superhero origin story. They get their powers, they train to use their powers, they fight the bad guy at the end. But kind of what's in the middle there is genuine emotion as the kids kind of try to work through their personal problems. And I have to give it to them. They have a character in here, Billy, played by CJ Seiler from Me, Earl and the Dying Girl. And Billy's on the spectrum. And it is done with so much respect and grace, and you have to hand it to them that they didn't kind of just farm him out as the comedy character. He's genuine, and Siler plays him kind of just such a good nature and like genuine soul to him that he will become your favorite character. And I liked Power Rangers, but there's definite problems. The fluctuating tone is the worst thing. It's it wants to be dark and gritty, but then it also realizes, we have to be campy, and you can almost feel the campiness just take over as the movie marches on. Like Elizabeth Banks plays Rita Repulsa, and she starts off with this genuinely creepy presence. Like she's like attacking people to rip out their gold teeth. She starts off as a really dark character, but the more and more you see her, she just transforms into the cackling villain that you could see just ripped right out of the TV show. And yeah, it's not for fans, this will be a real nostalgia. There's a lot in here for fans that they will absolutely love. To get a new generation of fans on board, maybe not. Like, it's more of a fun distraction for them, if anything else.
Okay.
We talked about this when the first trailer kind of arrived. Would they be able to mix the tones? And they try. They do try, but they just can't get the right balance. Because, as I said, the last half of the movie is just like you're watching the TV show. They're spouting off ridiculous expository dialogue. They're laughing they're laughing manically as they fight the bad guys and when they win. And it is a complete different movie than what you sat down to watch. But it is something that the fans will love, and it's a nice little distraction for 2 hours.
Okay.
I'll give 3 stars.
3 stars. All right.
Yeah.
Is this the kind of movie that if you were going, look, I'm going to go see something in the cinema, is this one of the ones that you should go see? Or is it the one that you should go see after you've seen everything else that's in the cinema?
Yeah, after everything else.
Okay.
Like, I think you know what you're getting yourself in for. If you want something brainless, Power Rangers, I think, is the best bet.
How is it suitable for kids?
The bull joke aside, there's nothing that bad in it.
Okay.
As I said, when you first meet Rita, it is kind of creepy, but it's creepy on the level of a Dementor. Or Lord Voldemort.
Okay.
But then as the thing goes on, it just becomes a TV show.
Like, there's a series of these movies fucking planned, is there not?
They have at least
3?
6 planned.
At least 6? I thought it was only 3.
5 or 6 is what I read.
Oh,
and
Jesus.
they they've already they're already teasing the sequel, which bringing in fan favorite the Green Ranger.
There's a post-credit sequence in this as well, isn't there?
There is, yeah. Which may or may not hint to what I just said.
Yeah.
Just leave it at that.
Pure awkward silence now from fucking Tom.
I'm just waiting for to hear limos.
Yeah, no,
lacrosse sticks just hitting off the ground. You're really seeing my view of Harvard now.
Yep. Oh my god. Alrighty. So there you go. That's Power Rangers. It's just another old stereotypical Hollywood rehash, isn't it?
Yeah. Like like you could see what they were trying to do, but they just can't make it work.
But is there that much? Like, what was the opening weekend for this?
60 million worldwide.
Okay, so there's not that much of an audience there for Power Rangers, really, is there?
Well, that was in primarily English speaking countries. There's like 12 more territories left to go. There's China and Japan. So
it may do well there.
It may do well, yeah.
Okay.
Like the Asian countries do love their giant robots.
Yep. Alrighty, time to unleash our critically acclaimed robot. No, he's our critically acclaimed screen actor in a movie that he hasn't been a part of yet.
A critically acclaimed screen actor quotes movies he hasn't starred in.
People should not be afraid of their governments. Governments should be afraid of their people. Did nobody have worked?
No.
Would our critically acclaimed screen actor have worked with the costume design and all that kind of stuff? But yeah, there's probably another movie that is at any time in the next 5 years will probably get rebooted.
Yeah.
V for Vendetta. As much as that pains me to say it.
Particularly relevant to right about now.
Yeah. One of the best things Natalie Portman has done.
Yeah.
In her career, I think Black Swan is overrated. I think she's overrated in the first 3 episodes, 1, 2, and 3 of Star Wars.
I'd put it up there with Leon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alrighty. Okay. Time to look at the news. I'm just looking at the running order here for the podcast. I'm just going to switch stuff around. So
we can't do that.
We start in a high and then we just get into fucking depravity. Tomorrow, Spider-Man Homecoming, the trailer has been released for that. There's some posters floating around now. You can see them on the moviebit.com. Spidey hanging off the Avengers Tower.
Yeah.
And he is all over New York City, which looks very, very cool. The trailer is out tomorrow, so we'll kind of get to see Marvel's first attempt, really. Oh, no, it's not Marvel, isn't it? Is it Spidey? Is it Marvel Studios?
It's Marvel. It's a kind of co-production between Marvel Studios and Sony. Sony still have distribution rights. Yeah, so it is still a Sony movie.
Yeah, but with a lot of kind of outside interference from Marvel Studios.
Yeah, Kevin Feige pretty much lording over do that.
So I'm curious to see.
Do that.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to do with this based on what we've just said. I do think Feige is the Midas touch.
That first trailer, that first teaser we saw. Now this is going to be a full 2 minutes. Yeah, 2.5 minute trailer. The first teaser we saw had me really excited.
Yeah, and I think that if they capture and contain and envelop the Spidey that we saw on Civil War, not Peter Parker, but the Spider-Man we saw, I think we're onto a potential winner. I think we're a potential $1 billion Spidey movie.
Yeah, there's a teaser for this trailer doing the rounds, and it has him with the Spider Tracer, which is actually emblem in the middle of his chest, which he can throw and stick to whatever he wants to track, which is pretty cool.
It's a bit Superman-y, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where Superman just rips off the emblem and just like...
We don't talk about the end of Superman 2.
Yeah.
How was that supposed to work?
I'm not sure, Tom. I'm not sure. Okay, something on a positive note. Escape from New York.
Yeah.
Robert Rodriguez. 2 names that you would have never thought would have met. But now they go hand in hand like ice cream and more ice cream.
Yeah. Like, as you said, you wouldn't have thought of those 2 things together. But when you think of them...
bang, it works.
Yeah. More ice cream.
Yeah, I mean, because if you look at Escape from New York, it kind of, while it was, a blockbuster type movie, it did certainly have that kind of independent indie vibe to it, which for whatever reason, whether that was Kurt Russell, whether that was how it looked, I think a lot of it is how it looked.
Yeah.
It had that kind of indie B-movie vibe. It reminds me, in a sense, in the kind of context of El Mariachi.
Yes.
Okay, so Rodriguez is really, really suited to this. Forget about Spy. You know what? Spy Kids comes in for a lot of criticism. Spy Kids is fun.
Yeah. Maybe not the fourth one, but
if you want a masterclass in movie making, you won't buy it new. You'll have to get it secondhand. But there's some really good quality prints of it out there. It's Rebel Without a Crew. Robert Rodriguez wrote this book when he was making El Mariachi, and how he made it and what they did and what they had to do to make this. It's fucking an amazing, inspiring read. So I think that if he can bring all of that to Escape from New York,
because I don't think we explained he has been eyed as director for the Regos.
Yeah. Actually, we just got really just like blew our loads there, people.
People just go, is he watching Escape from New York?
Yeah.
Did he buy it on DVD?
So I think he would. But again, here's another fucking rehash that if they leave him do his thing in it, great.
Yeah.
I think they have to leave him do his thing. Name another Robert Rodriguez movie that everybody got excited for, but he didn't really do his thing in it.
Machete Kills.
Yeah. You know, the first Machete was fucking insane.
Yeah, I loved it. If we can guess the Robert Rodriguez of
old,
because like Machete Kills and A Dame to Kill For, not vintage Robert there, but like if you look at his other stuff, like, not so much the From Dusk Till Dawn series, but the TV shows that he's working on. Even like I was again talking about this earlier, Lucha Underground. It's a wrestling show that he's producing, and that's absolutely insane. You can visibly see his fingerprints all over it. It's like a Mexican drama, Mexican soap opera with wrestling in it, and it's absolutely amazing. So if we can get Robert Rodriguez in that mindset on Escape from New York, it's going to be amazing.
Epic. All right, now time to get to the bad news. This is the podcast from themoviebit.com.
Which piece of bad news were we talking about first?
We got double bad news. You can email podcast at themoviebit.com. Hit us up on Twitter as well at themoviebit. If there's anything you agree, disagree, got an observation, just want to send us some love, then please do. We'd love to hear from you guys. Adam Sandler's Netflix deal has been renewed. Yep.
4 more movies.
Scrape your jaw up off the floor, kids. Here's the thing. The movies that he's put out for Netflix, I can't even remember the names of them because they were so fucking
Ridiculous 6 and The Do-Over.
Yeah. Anyway, whatever the fuck.
And Sandy Wexler is next week.
They
next
are
month.
bad movies.
Yes.
We're not talking like, Michael Jackson bad. We're talking like fucking...
I'm not even talking The Room bad.
We're talking bad. Which Room?
Tommy Wiseau's.
Oh, yeah. So we're talking like just unbelievable. However, aside from intelligent men like myself and Tom, aside from intelligent lads like myself and Tom and your good selves, who fucking know bullshit when you hear it,
But we'll still have to review it. Thanks, Vic.
The Netflix people are saying that their Adam Sandler movies are some of the highest streamed content in their history.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I can believe that. Because
Reed Hastings is going, what the fuck do you mean, Tom? I'm going to be coming with a varsity jacket as well. I can't understand it. Adam Sandler is the new Eddie Murphy. All of his movies make money, whether they're good or bad.
yeah, but there was a point when Eddie Murphy movies stopped making money.
Yeah, and I think that point is there. Although
I think we've passed it.
Yeah, but because he's in that Netflix ecosystem now, he's almost protected.
Yeah, the only upside to this.
No, Tom.
No, there's an upside.
No,
they're keeping him away from the cinema.
that doesn't matter, Tom.
Nah, no.
Adam Sandler is still gainfully employed. I just can't understand. But look, obviously,
And by extension, Adam Sandler's friends are gainfully employed.
Kevin James, me and you going to sit down and have ourselves an arm wrestle, boy. With my elbow in your jaw. I don't know what that means. It just horrifies me. But because Netflix run off of numbers and data, the data is fucking saying, give this guy some more money. And Adam Sandler's fucking bank manager is going,
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah, which, you know what?
He's looking into building a Scrooge McDuck like bin in the middle of the town.
I don't think people would sign up to Netflix because there's a bunch of Adam Sandler's movies on there. They may try the 30-day trial and going, is this the shit they're producing? See you later.
Well, if it was all Adam Sandler movies, they'd say that.
But because Netflix have such a good track record, they have amazing content. We're big fans of Netflix here. I think if...
Get out of that limo, Reed Hastings.
He's like, I'm going to put back that varsity jacket. But I'm just going to go for the spin anyway. And then finally...
This is what you came for, people. People who love to hear us kicking Warner Brothers when they're down.
No, you know what? And I
we don't enjoy it.
No, not at all. Not in the least. But you know what? There is no point, me and Tom or anybody else coming in this podcast and giving some kind of bullshit, airy-fairy kind of, let's be all positive about the movie because, you know, it's like, you know, I kind of sound a bit like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I was about to say, Michael Jackson just walk in.
He ain't walking in anywhere. But I am conscious of the fact that we have given the DC Universe and Warner Brothers a very hard time over the years for the stuff they've put out. Some people say it's a bit too hard. Tom, shut that shit down.
Sorry there.
So, it's the Warner Brothers people going, don't you fuckers even start.
We're outside, look for the black limo.
I mean, wearing varsity jackets. And I'm kind of conscious of that to a point. But there's no point us serving our audience bullshit. So that's why we are fairly rough and ready and rugged and handsome and potent here at themoviebit.com. Because, you know, there's no point telling you guys that it's going to be great when, in our esteemed, educated opinion, it looks like dog shit. What am I talking about? I'm talking about the Justice League trailer, which arrived on Saturday, which is a bit of a... Was it released due to... Saturday is a bit of a weird day to release something.
Well... Yeah, Saturday is an incredibly weird day to release it.
Anyway,
but they'd hyped this up for 2 days. They released six posters.
There was posters. There was
5
like
teasers.
5 little teaser clips, like 10-second clips, teasers, and then they threw the trailer up, which it's still, you know, the color grade hasn't changed since Batman v Superman
It's
or
still
Suicide
very
Squad.
much a Snyder movie.
Yeah,
look-wise.
And he's still trying to find his Nolan niche, which he will never find because that's unique to Chris Nolan.
But he's done something different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
whether it was Snyder or whether it was some producer somewhere said, you know what? The CG on the fucking cyborg thing, it's so fucking bad. It's so shit, nobody will notice it. Send it out. Send it out. I'm sorry, there isn't a visual effects artist in Hollywood that would stand over that piece of work. Maybe you were involved in it, I don't know, but holy shit, the decision to release that, it needed another week. I mean, think about the worst fucking CG you could ever see, and it's Cyborg's face just floating on this
now
costume.
that you say it, you know what it reminds me of?
Right.
It reminded me of something I couldn't put my finger on it. And now it just came to me. The Rock as the Scorpion King in Mummy Returns.
Okay.
That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah, I mean, it is really, really bad CG. The Flash sequence in it are a little bit... And it's cheesy. Obviously, there's no Superman because he's dead, but we know he's not.
And they've added humor.
And they've added a little bit of humor. And I would have been on the Ben Affleck defense for quite some time. Not hugely, but I would have said he was the best thing about Batman v Superman. That's because Snyder shit-canned fucking Superman, to be honest. But
it was Batman featuring Superman.
If you watch the Justice League trailer at the end, Jason Momoa, who does look to be the best thing, Aquaman does look to be the best thing about this movie because he's got a little bit of humor, he's got a bit of quirk to him. He utters a line to Batman about his suit, and Batman just has some fucking gruff reply for him.
Aquaman says, "Dress like a bat, I dig it," and then Superman goes to Commissioner Gordon, "It's only temporary."
No, Batman goes to Commissioner Gordon. It's only temporary. About how fucking Gordon is saying, it's great that you're playing with us, so we've ruined it now.
Yeah.
Anyway, Affleck's delivery of that line has proven to me, without a shadow of a doubt, people, that he is wrong for the role. Podcast at themoviebit.com. He is wrong for the role. Maybe he was right because he was promised the sun, moon, earth, and stars. Now that he's not directing anymore, he looks like he doesn't want to be there.
Yeah.
Contractually, he's fucked. And what they have done, in essence, is not only destroy the Batman character, because it will need a reboot in a while. Again.
It definitely will.
It fucking will again. And I think I can see them trying to get, a bunch of seasons of Gotham into a 2-hour movie. That's the only way they can go now.
Yeah.
I think, is to go back and begin the young Bruce Wayne. But that aside, Affleck looks like he couldn't give a shit and is just like...
There's also a bit where he's talking to Barry Allen and makes a joke about how much money he has, that he looks incredibly bored.
Barry Allen's like, what's your superpower? I'm rich.
Yeah.
Sound. Right.
Congratulations, you made a joke canon.
And I think Ben Affleck is an immense talent.
Yeah.
He's an incredible director. He's an amazing actor. And he was wrong for this, for whatever advice or whatever fucking happened somewhere. He decided that he would do this, and it's now proving that he's wrong for the role. And as soon as I saw him deliver that line, it's at the very end of the trailer, I'm like, that's it. He don't want to do it. He wants out.
Yeah.
He doesn't want this character. And I don't think the character wants him.
He was right when he wanted to do it. We could make that argument.
Now, I know somebody that's got some knowledge is going, well, you fuck nuts. When that footage and that line was shot, he probably still was director.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's not right for the part.
Yeah, like I have two huge issues with the trailer. The first is the song they use is a cover of is Aerosmith cover actually of the Beatles' Come Together. And for a movie about bringing together a group of heroes to fight evil, that's a bit on the fucking nose, isn't it? And secondly is, yes, Warner Brothers are giving us what they wanted, adding a bit more humor and a bit more spark to it, but they're not changing anything else. It's still color graded to look like a fucking almost black and white painting. And like tone, 50% of it is visual. Like Guardian of the Galaxy wouldn't be half as funny as it was if it was graded like a Zack Snyder movie. It had the color, it popped, like every scene popped with color and the visuals. And you can't like Zack Snyder, maybe he's kind of a bit uppity, go, no, I want, like, maybe he doesn't want the humor in it. And he says, no, I'm keeping it the way it is. I'm keeping my look. Let's just add an extra joke or two. And look, a trailer should get you excited for a movie, a first trailer especially. And like, I know we went crazy for that Comic-Con footage they released last year. And that wasn't really a trailer, that was kind of a collection of scenes. But a trailer is more indicative of what you're getting. Kind of, they have like almost scientists putting together trailers to maximize its impact on audiences.
Yeah, it's not just your average old editor. People in Hollywood specialize in cutting trailers, and it's about getting the most bums on seats.
Yeah, and
that's what a trailer is supposed to do.
And this does not fill us with confidence at fucking all.
Yeah, no, I think it's the lackluster approach to Cyborg, who I think is a tertiary character anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just like, just look any old bit of shit there, CG, throw up there.
And I'm thinking the fact that Darkseid and Apocalypse are the bad guys in this, and the fact that he's made with a mother box, which is what Darkseid's looking for, he's going to be a lot more important than we think.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I think that anybody, you obviously put your best feet forward in everything, not just movies, just in life in general. You want to make the best impression with people. You want to do the right thing. You want to do good work, obviously.
Yeah.
Not that applies to the website or anything, but Moving on.
No. Let's. No. You have something to say, Vic. Come on.
I have nothing to say, Tom. Just
really?
Pack your shit up. I'll just take you out and replace you with some fucking generic Amiga 500 fucking speech synthesis.
Probably spell better.
No, for the podcast.
All right.
That'll just gone. Yes. Yeah. I was like, oh fuck, it's Stephen Hawkins on the podcast. No, it's not. It's just Vic after getting rid of Tom. No, I think that, you want to put your best stuff out there all the time, and to say that this lackluster approach allowed that shitty CGI out there, then it shouldn't have been in there. And it's only in a small couple of scenes. So for, if somebody comes out and says, well, the movie's not finished yet, fuck those guys at the movie bit. Well, if the movie ain't finished yet, then that's fine. Don't put those fucking scenes in there.
There we go. That was a mic he dropped. We now need
It wasn't. It was a shark.
Yeah, these mics are expensive. We're not dropping them.
Yeah. Like a mic would. Well, actually, that did sound like it.
Yeah. Drop your phone.
No. Maybe I'll drop you. Hey!
Come at me.
Hey, listen, I got to take a ticket with the fucking varsity guys. They got to send another fucking limo for me. That one is full. And just really, really quickly, something that's just come into us here just before we wrap up. There's a first look image from the new Tomb Raider movie. The official synopsis is there. We'll get that in the moviebit.com a little later on. But here it is. Lara Croft is a fiercely independent daughter of an eccentric adventurer who vanished when she was scarcely a teen. Now a young woman of 21 without any real focus or purpose, Lara navigates the chaotic streets of trendy East London as a bike courier. Barely making the rent and takes college courses, rarely making it to class. Determined to forge her own path, she refuses to take the reins of her father's global empire just as staunchly as she rejects the idea that he's truly gone. I will continue. Advised to face the facts and move forward after 7 years without him, even Lara can't understand what drives her to finally solve the puzzle of his mysterious death. Going explicitly against his final wishes, she leaves everything she knows behind in search of her dad's last known destination, a fabled tomb on a mythical island that might be somewhere off the coast of Japan. But her mission will not be an easy one. Just reaching the island will be extremely treacherous. Suddenly, the stakes couldn't be higher for Laura, who, against the odds and armed with only her sharp mind, blind faith and inherently stubborn spirit, must learn to push herself beyond her limits as she journeys into the unknown. Jack Sparrow. If she survives this perilous adventure,
it could be the making of her, earning her the name Tomb Raider.
Can I put the headphones back on?
Yeah. Fuck me, that sounds like it's woefully bad.
Yeah.
And her bosoms aren't as large as the pixelated Lara Croft, so that's another problem.
Can I see the picture?
Yes,
let's
you
see.
can
Let's see what she looks like.
There you go, Tom. I'll hold that up to the non-existent camera.
Who is that?
Yeah,
What
exactly.
actress is it?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah. So they're obviously taking cues from the new games.
Oh, Jesus Christ, who gives a shit? Yeah.
Well, we do because we're a movie podcast.
No, we don't. I mean, here's more fucking bullshit again. Half arsed, half... we'd be in good company in Hollywood. So yeah, that's kind of more or less it. But I will get that up on themoviebit.com a little later on. So that's it. From us, hello to anybody from Warner that's listening. We genuinely love your shit. But we'll get it together with Superman and Batman and all of those cool people. Anyway. Tom, anything else? We done?
Yeah, we're done.
Yeah. We done. So that's it, folks. So subscribe, iTunes, Stitcher. We would love if you subscribed on the podcast. It is good. We are back now to our full normal schedule. We will be missing Easter Monday because it's bank holiday.
When is Easter Monday?
Like the 17th.
Oh, okay.
Or some shit I don't
really know that.
Fuck do I know? Do I know? Look, yeah, well, let's not go there. Anyway, so that is it, Kitty Winks. Thank you so much for listening wherever you are. And don't forget, subscribe and you get all the past content for free as well. And everybody have themselves a wonderful day.
The MovieBit.com podcasts. Available on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn, direct download, and streaming on the MovieBit.com. Streaming and creaming.